Hi all, welcome back to ugcnet. In this video, we will be discussing about symbol table management. In the previous video, we have seen the different phases of a compiler, and like I said, all these phases interact with a symbol table. So what's a symbol table? A symbol table, it's a data structure containing a record for each variable used in the source program, along with its attributes. For example, suppose I have written int x, comma, y, comma, sum. This is a statement in my program, and this x, y and sum, all the three are variables, right? Variables. And when we are converting these variables to tokens, they will become identifiers. We have already seen the tokenization in lexical analyzer in the previous video, right? So what this lexical analyzer and the syntax analyzer do is, when they find a token and if it's a variable, then they will store that variable into a symbol table. So first they will check whether that variable or that identifier is already stored inside the symbol table. If it's already stored, then it will not be stored again. If it is not stored, that means if we are seeing that variable for the first time in the program, then we will be storing it into the symbol table. So symbol table is basically nothing but a data structure. It's like a table, just like our normal tables. For example, let's consider that this is our symbol table. So we will store these variables x, y and sum into this symbol table x, y, sum. So all these variables will be stored inside the symbol table along with its attributes. So what is attribute? Attribute means some additional information about this variable. It can be their type. Here the type is int. So for all these three variables, the type will be int. Okay. Similarly, it can be the memory location. What's the scope of these variables inside our program? The line number at which we have declared this variable first. The line number at which we are using these values in the program. All these can be the attributes related to a variable. And suppose if that variable is a function name. For example, we are writing a function addition, and that addition is having some arguments. Let's say here we have two arguments, and both the arguments are int. This is an int argument and this is also an int argument. Okay. So in that case, we will be storing the name, function name, that is addition. And in this case, we can say it is a function. And here you can have the attributes like the number of arguments for that function. Here we have two arguments. So the number of arguments can be 2. Store the type of these arguments. Here both the arguments are int. So we can store the first argument as int, second argument as int, etc. Also we can store the return type of this function. Suppose this function is void function. That means we are not returning any value. Then we can write the attribute as void. That is the return type of that function is void. Similarly, we can also specify whether these arguments are passing by value or passing by reference method. These informations also we can store in the symbol table. So symbol table is basically nothing but a data structure which contain a record. Record means each row is considered as a record. This row is a record for variable x. Second row is a record for variable y. Third row is a record for the variable sum. Similarly, for each variables or for each identifier, we can have a record which consists of its name as well as the remaining attributes. So this symbol table should be designed in such a way that it should be easy to find a variable inside this, as well as it should be easy to store the variable inside it. Okay. So this symbol table is constructed at the analysis phase. But in most of the cases, the lexical analyzer will pass a token to the syntax analyzer, and the syntax analyzer will decide whether to store this token inside the symbol table or not. The syntax analyzer will check whether that token is already saved in the symbol table. If it is not saved, it will create an entry for that variable inside the symbol table. If it's already created in the symbol table, then it will not create another record for that. Okay, so that's all about the symbol table management. And in the next video, we'll be going through the error handler. So that's all for now. Thank you.